The road ahead is long. It will take us through quiet mountain valleys, down moonlit roads, and deep into forests that seem to breathe with an older life. It will take us into the company of sleepers and wanderers, ministers and devils. And before the season ends, it will take us to the farthest edge of the American Northeast, to the place where story and memory blur into myth. But before we set out, the fire must be ready. And so I gather up some dry sticks for kindling. I bundle them into a teepee and put some dry moss at their base. Carefully, I strike the match, watching the tiny flame flicker among the sticks. The small embers glow, the shadows shift, the fire catches, and the circle of light grows wide enough to see the road. As evening descends into night, the warmth and light from the fire invite people to gather round. They drag up some logs and chairs. They sip on a hot drink, and someone begins to tell a story. In the silence of the night, the story settles on the listeners, reminds them who they are and where they are going. This is Season 1 of New American Mythos, The Haunted Northeast. Our first tale will be Washington Irving's Rip Van Winkle, the story of a man who walked away from his duties and from time itself. We'll follow Rip into the high Catskill Mountains, where the air is still and strange, and a single night can stretch into decades. Then, we descend into the Hudson Valley for the legend of Sleepy Hollow, where the air is thick with rumor, and a schoolmaster named Ichabod Crane meets a horseman whose head is nowhere to be found. In Sleepy Hollow, superstition runs deep, pride goes before a fall, and judgment may ride out on a phantom steed. From there, we travel to Puritan Boston in Nathaniel Hawthorne's The Gray Champion, a story not of ghosts, but of defiance. One figure steps into the street and stops an empire in its tracks, becoming a living sign of providence in a time of tyranny. Next comes The Devil and Tom Walker, a darkly satirical tale of greed, hypocrisy, and bargains made with the tempter himself. We'll also walk with young Goodman Brown, another of Hawthorne's haunted souls, as he ventures out into the midnight woods and finds his faith tested and perhaps undone. As autumn turns cold, we head north into the wilderness for the Wendigo, a chilling legend from the frozen forests of the Canadian frontier, where something ancient and ravenous stalks through the snow. Yet, not all horrors wear a monstrous visage. In The Minister's Black Veil, for instance, we will see that a simple piece of cloth hides the face of a pastor and unsettles his entire town. Two rare and final tales bring the season to a close, exclusively for Patreon members. First, The Missing Man, a strange Puritan account of storm, oath, and disappearance. And then, The Adventure of the German Student, a Gothic recollection of romance, beauty, and death. By the season's end, we will have walked with saints and sinners, with the faithful and the fallen, and we will have seen how thin that line can be. The haunted Northeast is a place of memory. Some memories you inherit, others you make yourself, but all of them, if you listen closely, will speak. Our first stop is September 15th with the season introduction, followed by the first full story on the 17th of September. So pull up a chair, help keep the fire stoked, and be ready to walk the haunted roads with us.